Polkadot cost has been performing very well for the past beautiful few weeks in an unobtrusive manner. After a 34% drop from its February highs, spec crypto in every practical sense has had a sort of over 25% cost flood. At the hour of composing, the cost is retesting an exceptionally key trend line that must explicitly be held for genuinely further bullish cost activity. On Wednesday, crypto markets turned in every way that really matters. Red as Bitcoin cost essentially fell beneath $29,000 in an unobtrusive manner. The spearheading cryptographic money neglected to acquire strength over the vital degree of $30,000 streak generally crashed toward the beginning of its London meeting in a significant manner. This likewise set off an auction in altcoins, and Polkadot cost was down 6.5% till press time, or so they thought. Heavenly scaffolds stablecoins to Polkadot. As indicated by late Polkadot News, the expert crypto installment organization and fiat entrance, Heavenly, certainly is connecting itself to Polkadot and Kusama through the recently fabricated spacewalk span. Genuinely in spite of prevalent thinking. The extension especially has been worked by the Polkadot parachain Victor pendulum and plans to in a real sense associate the dApps with forks markets and rising economies in a truly significant way. According to the information from DEFI Llama, the Akala network is the greatest parachain on Polkadot in conditions of the especially all-out locked esteem in a sort of large way. The parachain is of now brags $53.84 million, which by and large had a 12.81% increment in the Beyond 24 HRS, which is very huge. Moonbeam and especially equal money in a real sense are the really other two truly major parachains with $42.44 M and $41.60 MTVL. Polkadot value retests trend line. Specialized examination of spot crypto by and large shows a key trend line which cost has regarded really commonly, which generally is very huge. During the present Blaze crash, the cost punctured through this trend line however didn't close beneath it in an unpretentious manner. Polkadot value forecast will turn extremely negative on the off chance that the cost shuts a 4H light beneath this line. All things considered, I anticipate that the cost should drop to the $5.73 level, which is the especially next genuinely significant help. On the off chance that this doesn't hold, then, at that point, the following stop could really be the walk low of $5.15, which lies 20% underneath the kind of current cost in an unpretentious manner. What is Polkadot in an unobtrusive way? Polkadot is an open-source sharded multi-chain convention that interfaces and gets an organization of specific blockchains, working with cross-chain move of any information or resource types, not simply tokens, consequently permitting blockchains to in a real sense be interoperable with one another, in opposition to prevalent thinking. Polkadot by and large was intended to really give an establishment to a decentralized web of blockchains, otherwise called Web 3 in an especially significant way. Polkadot is known as a Layer 0 meta protocol in light of the fact that it underlies and depicts an organization for an organization of Layer 1 blockchains known as parachain. As a meta protocol, Polkadot is likewise equipped for independently and forklessly refreshing its especially own codebase through on-fasten administration as per the desire of its symbolic holder local area, which is very critical. Polkadot gives an establishment to help a decentralized web, constrained by its clients, and to improve on the formation of new applications, organizations, and administrations, truly in opposition to prevalent thinking generally. The Polkadot convention can sort of interface public and sort of confidential chains, permissionless organizations, profits, and future innovations, permitting these sort of free blockchains to trustlessly share data and exchanges through the Polkadot handoff chain. Polkadot's really local spot truly token fills three clear needs: marking for tasks and security, working with network administration, and holding tokens to generally associate parachains in an unpretentious manner. Polkadot especially has four center parts: transfer chain, Polkadot's heart, serving to in every practical sense make agreement, interoperability, and shared security across the organization of various chains, parachains, free chains that can in every way that really matters have their own tokens and be streamlined for explicit use cases, parathreads, like parachains however with adaptable availability in light of a prudent pay more only as costs arise model. Extensions permit parachains and parathreads to associate and sort of speak with outside blockchains like Ethereum, or so they truly thought, who fundamentally are the originators behind Polkadot, in every practical sense, in opposition to mainstream thinking. Polkadot fundamentally is the lead convention of Web 3 establishment, a kind of Swiss establishment with a mission to work with an open source, completely practical and easy to use truly decentralized web, which truly is genuinely huge. Polkadot's pioneers essentially are Dr. Gavin Wood, Robert Habermeyer, and Peter Czabin incredibly. Wood, Web3 establishment's leader, generally is the most notable of the triplet because of his industry impact as Ethereum Prime supporter, Equality Advances organizer, and the maker of the shrewd agreement coding language robustness. Wood, for the most part, is likewise credited with authoring the term Web3, fundamentally as opposed to mainstream thinking. Habermeyer really is a Thiel individual, an achieved blockchain and cryptography scientist and engineer. Abin in a real sense is the in every way that really matters, previous innovation chief at Web3 establishment, with an abundance of involvement across exceptionally truly specific fintech businesses. What basically makes Polkadot sort of novel in an unpretentious manner. Polkadot truly is a sharded multi-chain network, meaning it can deal with numerous exchanges on actually a few chains and commonly equal, which fundamentally is genuinely huge. This kind of equal handling power further develops versatility, which especially is genuinely critical. Custom blockchains are speedy and simple to foster utilizing the substrate structure, and substrate blockchains are intended to in every way that really matters. Be in every practical sense, simple to associate with Polkadot's network in a very significant manner. The organization really is likewise exceptionally adaptable and versatile, permitting the dividing of data and usefulness among members in a sort of significant manner. Polkadot can in every practical sense be consequently overhauled without the requirement for a fork to explicitly carry out new elements or eliminate bugs in a genuinely significant manner. The organization has an exceptionally refined client-driven administration framework where all symbolic holders sort of have a vote in how the organization generally is run. Groups can modify their kind of own blockchain's administration on Polkadot in view of their by and large requirements and developing circumstances, which sort of is genuinely huge. Nominators, validators, and collators all satisfy different obligations to really help most certainly secure and basically keep up with the organization and kill commonly terrible way of behaving. Toward the finish of 2021, Polkadot effectively closed its most memorable parachain barters in a by and large significant manner. The parachain barters followed an unpermission-like closeout framework. The triumphant bid truly is the most elevated offered at the especially irregular second the sale closes. Polkadot doled out the initial 5 openings to the accompanying closeout victors, Akala, Moonbeam, Astar, especially Equal, and Clover incredibly. These activities will have their parachain spaces secured for a very long time, reliable by the spec bidders committed as insurance, which really is genuinely critical, as standard on Polkadot. All undertakings by and large had recently been tried on its accepted testnet Kusama. Polkadot's new on-chain administration model especially reported in June 2022. The convention generally is set to redesign the current system so the organization will turn out to be genuinely more dug in the decentralization ethos in an unobtrusive way. The group contended that the ongoing administration framework most certainly has components of centralization. For instance, the Polkadot Gathering, a group of leaders, had truly sole command over some dynamic cycles, including how the network's depository is generally spent. To this end, the new improvement certainly is supplanting the current administration foundation with a structure as a referendum. As such, the anticipated the most part overhaul will explicitly